You're on vacation in Zanzibar. The ocean is impossibly blue. The weather is perfect. The kind of trip people spend years saving for. It's your birthday. You're surrounded by luxury, wildlife, sunsets, the person you love. Then he gets down on one knee and asks you to marry him. You say yes. Of course you do. You take photos. You post them online. Friends congratulate you. Strangers congratulate you. Life feels like it's finally falling into place. A few days later, you're found unconscious inside a closet, a belt around your neck. And suddenly, the photos everyone was celebrating become something else entirely. A timeline. A countdown. A record of somebody's final days. Tonight, we are going to talk about the mysterious death of Ashlee Robinson. Welcome to the podcast You Can't Unhear. Ashlee Robinson was born on April 5th, 1995, in New Jersey. Many people knew her online. She built a following as a lifestyle influencer, sharing fashion, travel, luxury experiences, and glimpses of her personal life. By 2026, more than 150,000 people followed her journey. Some viewers might have recognized her from Drake's 2022 music video, Falling Back. Others knew her through Instagram. But regardless of how people found her, Ashlee projected a life that seemed exciting, confident, successful. In November 2024, she began dating Joe McCann, a technology entrepreneur 15 years older than her. Joe had worked at Microsoft before launching his own crypto company. By all appearances, the relationship seemed serious. They attended events together, traveled together, shared photos together, and eventually, they began talking about a future. Then came April 2026, a trip that was supposed to celebrate Ashlee's birthday, and ultimately, her engagement. The couple traveled to Tanzania, specifically, the island of Zanzibar. Their destination wasn't just any hotel. They stayed at a luxury wildlife resort, the type of place where guests wake up surrounded by exotic animals and breathtaking scenery. On April 5th, Ashlee celebrated her birthday, but there was another surprise waiting. Joe proposed. Photographs showed the couple standing near wildlife, smiling, celebrating, looking exactly like what you'd expect from an engagement announcement. Ashlee posted the moment online, alongside a message that would later take on an entirely different meaning. Chapter 31. And I'm exactly where I need to be. Nobody reading those words knew what would happen next. Not her followers. Not her friends. Not her family. Because while social media showed a perfect vacation, other reports would later suggest something very different was happening behind closed doors. According to accounts that emerged later, Ashlee and Joe had been arguing during parts of the trip. The tension apparently continued for days, until the evening of April 8th. That's when things escalated. The argument became so loud, hotel staff reported had to intervene. Imagine that scene. A luxury resort. Guests enjoying dinner. The sounds of wildlife outside. And somewhere inside one of the villas, a fight intense enough that employees felt they needed to step in. Eventually, the couple was separated. Jo was moved to another villa, roughly 10 minutes away. For the first time during the trip, they weren't together. Afterward, Ashlee called her mother. She spoke about the argument. Then the call ended. And that would become one of the last known conversations of her life. A few hours passed. Somewhere between 2 and 3 hours later, Jo reportedly became concerned. He asked hotel security to accompany him back to Ashlee's villa. The group approached the room, knocked, waited. No answer. They called out. Still nothing. Eventually, they entered. The villa appeared quiet, too quiet. Then they began searching, room by room, until they reached a large closet. And inside, they found Ashlee, unresponsive. A belt was around her neck. Emergency responders rushed her to the hospital. Doctors fought to save her. But on April 9th, Ashlee died. She was 31 years old. Only days earlier, she had been celebrating a proposal. Now, her family was preparing for a funeral. Initially, authorities began investigating what had happened. Medical findings reportedly pointed to hypoxia caused by strangulation and suffocation. While Tanzanian police initially suspected suicide, many people, including Ashlee's family and friends, believe there are too many oddities in this case. Almost immediately, questions began emerging. Questions from friends, questions from followers, questions from family members. Because the timeline felt strange. Some accounts appeared inconsistent. Different versions circulated about exactly how Ashlee had been found. People questioned why Ashlee's family wasn't informed sooner. Others focused on the argument, the separation. The fact that she had spoken with her mother only hours before. And perhaps most importantly, those closest to Ashlee insisted she had shown no signs of wanting to harm herself. Instead, they pointed toward her recent posts, the engagement, the birthday celebrations, the plans she appeared to have for the future. Soon, the story spread far beyond Tanzania, across social media, across news outlets, across millions of screens. Even celebrities began discussing the case, trying to understand what had happened, trying to understand how someone could go from celebrating a new chapter of life to losing it in just a matter of days. As the investigation continued, Joe's passport was temporarily confiscated, though he was never officially named as a suspect. He eventually returned to the United States in May 2026, after authorities returned his passport. Authorities continued reviewing evidence. Ashlee's belongings were retained as part of the case. Many people online, including celebrities like Cardi B, have expressed doubt that Ashlee took her own life, given how happy she appeared to be just days before her death. But months later, many questions remained unanswered. No definitive explanation that satisfied everyone. No conclusion accepted by all sides. Just a timeline, a vacation, an engagement, an argument, and a death. Maybe that's why this case continues to haunt people. Because there isn't a clear ending. Just one photograph after another. Smiles. Celebrations. A birthday. A proposal. And a caption that reads, Chapter 31. And I'm exactly where I need to be. 4 days later, she was gone. As always, stay safe out there, guys. And I'll see you on the next episode of the podcast You Can't Unhear.